Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen at Soul Magic 99, and today we're here with a Divine Masculine energy check-in. So we're just going to see where his energies are at the moment. Okay, I just want to thank you all for watching, for liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting. And there'll be a giveaway at 2,000 subscribers, which will be 2 free readings and a deck up for grabs if you keep commenting, subscribing and sharing my videos. Much appreciated, and I really enjoy all your comments, so thank you for that. So we have settling, unawakened, contemplation, free will, divine timing, fear, stuck, communication, family, compromise, and forgiveness. So your masculine is possibly settling at this time for what is going on in his life. He's not making any changes, possibly. If he's already in a relationship or is just coming out of a relationship, he's not ready to move on at this time with another relationship. Obviously this is a general reading, so it's different for everybody. A lot of masculines are still unawakened at this time, so they've still got work to do, and some of them are in contemplation. But obviously everyone has free will to either choose to work on themselves or choose not to, basically. And it's different for everybody. And we've got divine timing, so that's important, as usual. Then we have fear. So some of them could be fearful of this connection or fearful of change, fearful of moving on in their lives. It can hold people back. And we have stuck. So some people are stuck in indecision. We have communication. So communication could be coming through for some of you. Some masculines have family situations that they are, trying to work on, and they may have children, and they're obviously trying to be there for the children, which is understandable. And we have compromise. So there could be some sort of compromise coming up, and we have forgiveness. So obviously forgiveness, is very important for ourselves and others. So let's clarify some of these. So with settling, we have the Five of Pentacles. So obviously, heartbreak situation, difficulties with money worries, basically. So that could be why the person is settling at this time and not wanting to make any rock the boat or make any movement forward. Then we have unawakened, and we have Four of Pentacles. So again, I think that goes back to the settling as well, like, they're holding on to what they do have at this time, and they're fearful of making any changes because they're trying to preserve their finances in some way. This could be to do with a financial settlement with an ex-partner. So they're trying to hold on to some money, because obviously we all need money, don't we, to live on, and we can't survive on nothing. And then we have contemplation. So clarifying that, we have the Queen of Wands. So he may see you as the Queen of Wands. You may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or this just could be your vibe, that you are single, sexy, confident, you're happy in your own skin, you're very vibrant, you're very go-getting, passionate, and he sees that about you. And then we have free will, and we have Ace of Swords. So, he has free will, so he's thinking on this, he's thinking on, trying to get clarity in his mind, and thinking about coming forward with the truth, or just admitting the truth to himself. He may not have even been admitting the truth to himself before now. And with that goes in the contemplation. I do think he's like thinking about that and contemplating on what is his truth, what is the clarity of this situation. And then we've got divine timing, and timing is everything, as we know. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So this could be to do with an offer coming in. Okay, there could be an offer coming in, a solid offer coming in, but when the timing is right. Okay, so your masculine could be coming in with an offer in the future, but it's all down to divine timing, and it's different for everybody. Then we have fear. So clarifying fear, we have the Nine of Cups. So what I'm getting from that is that he's fearful that you're going to move on, even though he may not have made any move on you or made any offer or any promises or anything. He's got a fear that you could move on because he's not engaging, he's not communicating with you, and he may see from a distance that you look fine, that you're moving on with your life, you're successful, you're happy, you're achieving a lot in your own life, and he's fearful that he could lose you. And then we have stuck. Six of Pentacles. So he could be stuck in a work situation, or, you know, some sort of commitment regarding finances. This could be to do with a family situation. I feel he may have maintenance payments that he has to pay out regularly, so he has a certain amount of money that he has to, you know, use for that, and it may mean he doesn't have a lot left to do much else with his life, so he's feeling a bit stuck with that at the moment. Then we have communication. So clarifying that, we have the Hierophant. So I think this is to do with his spirituality. I do feel he's, you know, getting in touch with his higher self. He's getting in touch with his intuition. He's communicating to his higher self. He's getting downloads from the universe at this time, which are guiding him. His guides, his angels, are trying to get him on the right path and try and steer him in the right direction. So he's open to that at this time. And then we have family. Queen of Swords. So this could be an ex-partner of his, an ex-wife, possibly, who's quite sharp, who's basically, you know, dictating how things are going to go, even if they're not in a relationship anymore. This is an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but it couldn't, you know, it may not be an air sign, but basically it's somebody who's really sharp tongue, possibly, with him, quite harsh, and it's to do with family situation. Then we have compromise, and we've got Seven of Pentacles. So there is new growth here, there is progress. You know, it could be slow progress. There is new growth. Your masculine is working on his finances. He's trying to maybe have like a little nest egg set aside for himself in the future, and he's nurturing that at this time. Despite what else is going on, he's nurturing that. As you can see with the plant, he is nurturing that little nest egg he's got going on. And then we've got forgiveness. So Nine of Swords. So I think he's been beating himself up a lot, actually, over what's gone down between you, the feminine, and him. He may have been having sleepless night, depression, over the way things went down, over the way things ended between you, possibly. It's affected him quite deeply, I feel. So let's get another couple of messages about that. So we've got the Moon. So yeah, he could be very sensitive to the Moon. He could have a his moon sign could be something like Cancer, because we've got the water, someone's in the water here. Very deeply emotional, but doesn't show their emotions. So it was affected quite deeply with the way they treated you, really. And then we've got Seven of Wands. So they want this new beginning. They want, you know, I feel they're meditating. We've got someone meditating. They are going within and they're connecting, you know, with their higher selves at this time to get guidance. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So finances are improving. Things are going to improve moving forward. Yeah, so that's positive. So, okay, let's get some other messages. So they weren't being honest about how they felt, but they can't get you out of their mind now. You wondered if they were playing games with you. But you've got this telepathic, sexy loving connection in the astral. Even though you're not together in the 3D, I feel you are connecting on the 5D, and it's a very loving sexual energy. And your masculine is working on his self-love and self-care. I don't feel he did have that for himself because of previous situations. And he's been thinking about the tender kisses you shared. And obviously you having time apart at the moment. But he does see you as spellbound lovers. You know, he can't get you out of his mind. You are very special to him. And he may contact you out of the blue. Okay, there could be a message coming to you out of the blue. Yeah, he wants to be honest about how he's feeling with you when the time is right. Because in the past, I think he was trying to deny any connection to you or any feelings that he had. But that's the past energy. And he's not said much to you at the moment. There could be silence because he didn't know what to say or how to explain himself. And until he's ready, obviously, he's not going to say anything. But he's been opening up to spirit. We saw that. He's connecting to his intuition, to his higher self at this time. And he wants to have heart-to-heart talk with you to share his hopes and dreams for the future. And again, it's all down to divine timing. He's missing you, craving you, wants to see you again. So that's probably why he's going to get in touch at some point. So you're connecting again on the astral realms. You know, you have this love and sex connection. Your bond is deepening there, even though you can't be together in the 3D. He has a lot of anger and hurt and pent-up feelings inside. I don't think this is just connected to you. I think this is connected to life in general and all the things that have gone wrong for him. So yeah, there's been time apart, no contact, which hasn't been easy. But he's been receiving signs and symbols. And, you know, they're not letting him forget you, basically, or this connection. And he's awakening, you know, he's going through an awakening at this time, a realisation of what, you know, what this connection is, what it means for him, and who he is in the scheme of things. And he's got this awareness now that you are a twin flame connection. So he may have done research, or he may have had guidance from his guides to, you know, get in touch with what's going on here. So let's get some healing messages. What you see on social media is an illusion of a happy life. I'm just settling most of the time. I'm absolutely fucking miserable. So he's not very in a good place. My desire is to be with you, but I can't ask you to wait because at this time I'm burdened by a sense of duty and responsibility. So we saw that you could have family responsibilities with children, you know, financial responsibilities that he's got to sort out. My family don't approve of our relationship and it's making it difficult. Ultimately, I know what I have to do what makes me happy because this is my life and I have to live it. So I think very much he's been influenced by other people a lot of the time. He cares what other people think instead of going with what he feels. And I think he's having to realise that it's his life and he has to make the choices for himself. So a few months from now so this could be either seeing each other again or a communication, or it could be sooner than that, I think. I'm working on my strategy to come towards you. Please have mercy on me, because just when I think I'm ready, you cut off communication, shut me out or push me away with your anger. I want to fix things between us. So some feminines, you know, when you've not heard from them for a while, you may get upset and feel angry, frustrated, and they feel this energetically. So if you want them to come back towards you, try and soften your energy and have that forgiveness in your heart for yourself and for your masculine, so that you can, you know, reunite and talk together. My life has felt so fucking pointless without you, and I have had suicidal thoughts. I know that I need to learn how to love myself and forgive myself, but I'm struggling to get past my mistakes. So your masculine is beating himself up a lot at the moment over things that have gone wrong in this situation. So have compassion, you know, if you do love him, have compassion, send him healing, send him unconditional love, you know, let him feel those change in your energy so that he feels he can come towards you. I keep all your messages and I fall deep in love as I read them. I see the true beauty of you as you bare your heart and soul to me. I wish I was as brave as you. So yeah, he feels that you are very brave, very fearless in the way you love him. And he's working on that, obviously, in himself. I wish I told you how I felt about you back then. My feelings haven't gone away and they are still growing. No matter how deeply I try to bury them, I'm trying to find the words and gain the strength to express my truth to you soon. So he is working on himself. So send him that love and healing. Send him that supporting energy so that he can, come forwards towards you. I enjoy the thrill of the chase and want to surprise you. So please let me have the space so I can pursue you for a change. Yeah, so, give him the space he needs to work on himself. Don't try and contact him. He needs space and he wants to be the one to pursue you. So give him the chance to do that, okay? Please stop running from me and fucking let me love you now. So I think that could be the feminine energy, actually. You're getting frustrated that they're running or in lack of communication and you just want to love them. And I do understand that, I really do. So what else? Nothing is more terrifying and simultaneously delightful than having to bear witness to how our own two distinctive souls are joined energetically for eternity. I understand if you're feeling scared because it scares the fuck out of me too. When you told me you thought I was too good to be true, I was one of the few good and true people in your life. I'm willing to offer an olive branch to you if I'm able to communicate with you. I will gladly accept an olive branch from you. I long for peace and I miss you. So yeah, he wants you to soften your energy. I was there for you when you asked me to be, and even when you were silently suffering, I heard your soul cry out to me, asking for my support. I always showed up for you, but when I needed you, where were you? So, it's got to be a two-way street with support, hasn't it? I am an understanding person and I appreciate that although we are eternally connected, we need our own space. I can't understand why you're not able to communicate that you simply need time to process things. Instead, you ignore me knowing that it hurts me more every time. So yeah, if they have tried to reach out in the past, maybe you have ignored them, but that could be a vice versa energy. It hurts me that you continue to choose others over me. What do they have that I don't? Or is it that you don't feel worthy of a real connection? And again, I think that's the feminine saying that. Who knew that one of the greatest challenges of my life would be the love of my life? Who after meeting would eternally haunt my existence? So that's definitely the masculine. He does feel haunted by the feminine's energy, I feel. Being one with you intimately is home to me. I desire to be one with you and home with you. The thought of another being one with you kills me, darling. You are mine. He doesn't like the thought that you could be with anyone else, and yet he's not taking any action to stop it. It's like, as we saw, he's stuck, he's stuck in his own thoughts. I've never loved anyone the way I love you. I didn't expect to feel so much, but your stone-cold silence broke me. My pain is like grief. It feels like my lover died, and I died along with them. So again, I think that's the feminine's energy. The silence is very painful. Yeah, again, the silence is so unbearable between us. I wonder if you're pushing me because of the 3D challenges. Or did I push you away due to believing the obstacles in our lives were too great to overcome? I surrender and trust in God and divine timing. If it's meant to be, it will be. So that is the masculine. I do feel he's surrendering to divine timing at this. He's trusting in the divine will guide you back together. Would you just stop holding back? Lay it all on me. I want you to reveal your true self to me. Tell me your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your vulnerabilities. What makes you tick and what you truly desire. I think that's the masculine asking his feminine, what is it that she truly desires? I wish that you could love yourself the way that I love you. I had to lose you to learn to love myself unconditionally so you could then do the same. I am now shining brighter and I have faith that you will one day see the true love and light within you as I do. And I feel that's the feminine talking to our masculine there, because he's got, he's working on his own self-love and self-esteem at this time. So let's get some other messages. I haven't replied because I don't want you to let you down again. I need to show you I love you so. You can believe it. So maybe you've, texted your masculine recently and he's not replied. And that's what he's saying. I was so instantly consumed by the passionate soul pull, I mistook our connection for pure lust. But after all this time, the desire has just intensified and lust dies out fast. So he thought it was a lustful connection for a long time. I know my silence has been deadly. I killed our special connection through being paralysed in fear. So he knows, it's like he can't stop himself though. I hope you can forgive me. My silence has caused us so much pain. So he does worry whether you will forgive him. I've always wanted to marry you. I'm working on making that happen. So he does, want to commit to you at some point, okay? I'm jealous, I admit it. You attract lots of attention and I feel intimidated by this. So, maybe he feels there's a lot of other people interested in you and he just doesn't like it, but he's not taking any action, is he, to stop it happening? I want us to live together. I've been looking at places for us. So, again, some masculines definitely want to commit to the next level here. You literally made me speechless with your beauty. I can barely speak because I'm just spellbound and captivated by you. So, they were overwhelmed by the way you were. Your sexual energy consumed me. Oh my God, you have me on fire astrally. So there's a very strong sexual connection here. My biggest regret is making promises I didn't keep. I really let us both down. So maybe some of the masculines, made promises and they failed to deliver, and there's nothing worse than that, is there really? Just know that I'm planning on winning your heart. I am yours and I want you to be mine. I don't want anyone else but you. So that is how he's feeling. And this fell on the floor, so I'm sorry it seemed I rejected you. It was all down to my fear of not being enough for you. So again, it's lack of self-esteem, he's definitely got to work on his self-esteem and build himself up, he's not seeing the truth of the man he is. So let's get some other final messages. Let's see if we can get any timings here. Well, some of you could hear within a week. They're thinking about sex on the beach, cocktails or sex. Why can't you have both? That's what I say. A movie at their place. We have March. September, breakfast at my place. Let's get a final message. Got honeymoon. So, some of them do want to make a commitment here, but, they've got this work to do on themselves at this point, so timing is not going to be the same for everybody, and obviously that can change anyway. So hopefully your masculine is doing that work on themselves and you continue to do the work on yourself, and then when the timing is right, this divine timing, you will come back together and see where you go from there. So hope that helped a few of you. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Many blessings.